Netflix kept recommending Midnight at the Magnolia to me, so I thought I would give it a watch. Now, I will be honest, I kind of thought it was a Christmas film before I went into it, just based on the marketing, the advertising, um, the vibe that it had, the way it looked. But having seen it, it's not exactly a festive Christmas film, but definitely with regards to the fact that it's set in between Christmas and New Year, in the run up to New Year. There is a kind of festive element to it, just not in abundance. This was released originally in 2020, directed by Max McGuire, written by Carley Smale. And this stars Natalie Hall as Maggie and Evan Williams as Jack. And they host a radio show, and there's an opportunity for the radio show to grow and reach a larger audience. And in order to help this and to encourage this, they decide to pretend to be in a relationship. Now, this works on some levels because they have been friends for many years since they were at school, so their parents already know the other child and they already have a very good rapport. But is this going to follow a classic romance where they pretend to be in a relationship and end up falling in love? Or is it going to go in a different direction and be a bit more unique? I'm not going to say. But I will say that I found it pleasing. I didn't think it was unique. I feel like it's very similar to a lot of Hallmark and Lifetime movies. So if you've seen a lot of those and you've seen them in abundance, you can maybe predict a lot of this. But at the same time, if you have seen a lot of those, there's a very good chance that you like that kind of thing, as I do, and will therefore find this quite pleasant. Because it does follow not a completely standard narrative structure, but it's not, it's not trying to be it's not trying to break the mold in any way that's blatantly obvious and makes it feel cringy. It's actually really quite soothing and sweet and pleasant to watch. It's easy viewing, it's not overly cringy. I found it to be quite enjoyable. There's nothing about it that stood out as being amazing, but I thought the casting worked well, the on-screen rapport was good, the characters were not annoying, which is not always the case with rom-coms, and I think they work well together. The fact that it was set focusing on a radio show. Well, I have a radio qualification that I've never done anything with, but it's something that interests me, and I found to be a really good setting. Again, not unique. A lot of similar rom-coms do focus on radio show hosts and the way they talk to their audience and how their relationship can impact on their audience, and vice versa. But again, there's a reason that these things come up time and time again in films, and that's because it works well. I didn't think it was hilarious, but I thought it was heartwarming. It's not that festive, but, slightly festive. It's festive enough. I enjoyed Midnight at Magnolia. I'm glad Netflix recommended it to me. I'm glad I didn't just rush to watch it as soon as I was recommended it, because I might not have been in the right mood for it. But if you're in the mood for a rom-com, I'd say give it a go. There's a very good chance that you are going to enjoy it.